Hello friends, welcome to HitBullsEye. My name is Manish Mittal and I'm back with your daily dose of current affairs in BullDose for 2nd February 2022. In case you're watching this video for the first time, please subscribe to the channel and also hit the bell icon so that you receive the notifications of these videos every day. We have been regular with this segment for more than 3 months now, and we have been getting such a good response from all of you. It feels good to know that it has been adding a lot of value to your daily preparation of whichever exam you're preparing for. And even if you're not preparing for any exam, even if you're generally curious about the happenings in India and the world, then this video serves your purpose. We deliberately try to keep the length of the video bare minimum and crisp as possible so that we can deliver maximum information in minimum amount of time. So even if you haven't been able to listen to any news throughout the day, or you haven't read the newspaper, but you're preparing for some exam, then you can be assured that if you watch this 10 to 15 minutes video every day, then you have covered the 5 most important news of that day. That is our endeavor, and that is the end to which we strive to go. So let us see the 5 most important news for 2nd of February 2022. So today is the World Wetlands Day. 2nd of February celebrated the World Wetlands Day. We will see why it is celebrated on this day. And also related to this is another very, very important news. The 2 new wetlands of India have been included in the wetlands of international importance. 2 news, very, very important from exam point of view. Second, in business news, Tata Sky has been rebranded as Tata Play. And it has now come in partnership with Netflix, because we know that the future of cinema is OTT, the OTT platforms. So Tata Sky has now become Tata Play. We'll see that. Next, the elections are due in 5 states of India next month. And in Punjab, election mascot has been launched. So Shera is the election mascot of Punjab. Next, India's first geological park will be built in Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh. So what is a geological park? Why it is being built there? We will discuss all that in this news. And finally, the naughty child of the world, North Korea, has again test fired a ballistic missile, Hwasong 12, which has sent ripples around the world. We will discuss these 5 important news in this video. Starting with the first one, the World Wetlands Day is celebrated on this day, 2nd of February, all over the world. And the theme for this year, for World Wetlands Day 2022, is Wetlands Action for People and Nature. First of all, let us understand what is a wetland. In simple terms, a wetland is a land that is wet. So as simply put, it is a land which is wet, or a land which is filled with water up to certain, it is not very deep, it is shallow, but it is filled with water. It has a specific type of flora and fauna. So for example, there are trees that grow in water whose roots and shoots are coming out of the water. So it has stilt roots, yeah, right? So different types of flora and fauna are found in this type of areas. The most important point in wetlands is that they are highly important from biological point of view, from biodiversity point of view. They are very, very important biological hotspots, right? Therefore, to protect them is really, really critical to reversing climate change. And it is celebrated on 2nd of February because on 2nd of February 1971, so 51 years back, the Convention on Wetlands was signed. The International Convention on Wetlands came into operation on this day, and the city in which it was signed was known as Ramsar. It is in Iran, and that is why the convention came to be known as the Ramsar Convention. So another important fact for you, the Ramsar Convention is the International Convention on Wetlands. I've seen this question being asked in various grad level exams in the previous papers. That Ramsar Convention is related to protection of what? The options were forests, wetlands, rivers, oceans. like that? The answer was wetlands. So Ramsar Convention of Wetlands came into operation on this day in 1971. And World Wetlands Day was not celebrated from the beginning. It started to be celebrated only in 1997. And along with this, a supplementary news is that today itself, 2 new Ramsar sites have been announced in India on the occasion of World Wetlands Day. So one is Khijadia Wildlife Sanctuary in Gujarat, and second is Bakhira Wildlife Sanctuary in Uttar Pradesh. And with the inclusion of these 2 new wetlands in this list, India now has 49 Ramsar sites. In the last 1 year itself, 6 more sites have been added to the Ramsar list. That means in this year alone, in the last 1 year alone, a total of 8 sites have been added to the Ramsar list, thereby establishing the fact that India is home to biodiversity, unparalleled biodiversity in the world. So this list is also called the list of wetlands of international importance. And once any wetland is declared as a Ramsar site, international level of protection and you can say preservation is carried out in that particular area. And India is also home to the world's largest wetland, which is the Sundarbans. World's largest wetlands are the Sundarbans, which stretch all the way from Odisha to West Bengal to Bangladesh. Right? So all these facts are important. In the second news, which is related to business, Tata Sky is now Tata Play. So this DTH or direct to home company has joined hands with Netflix to offer OTT content centric channel packs as well. OTT means over the top. So the OTT providers include Netflix, Amazon Prime, you have Z5, ZTV, then you have Hotstar, etc. So these are content-centric OTT platforms, and Tata Sky has now entered into partnership with Netflix. So a new platform has been launched called Tata Play Binge. So if you get subscription to this, you will have content from 13 leading OTT apps through a single user interface. So you'll have Netflix, Amazon Prime, and all these showing on your screen, and you can watch the content from any of these. So Tata Play has entered into partnership with them. So if you get subscription to Tata Play Binge, you can watch any of these within that cost. Talking about Tata Play, it was founded as Tata Sky in 2006. And very interestingly, for those of you who do not know, it is a joint venture between Tata Sons, 60%, Walt Disney Company, 30%. So to those who didn't know, just like me, I was also shocked to know that the Walt Disney has a share in Tata Play. And 10% is held by Temasek Holdings of Singapore. So it's a direct-to-home company, and majority stake is held by Tata Sons. And as you can see in this picture here, Saif Ali Khan and Kareena Kapoor are the brand ambassadors of Tata Play. Next, Punjab is one of the 5 states where elections are due next month. And in Punjab, the date of elections is 20th of February, 2022. And Shera has been declared as the election mascot of Punjab. As you can see in this image here, this is Shera. And Shera has been specifically chosen because it represents the rich cultural heritage of Punjab. So Shera or lion is something that is associated with Punjabis or Punjabiyat. So Chief Electoral Officer of Punjab, Mr. D. Karuna Raju, has unveiled this mascot. And the purpose of these mascots is to increase voter awareness and their participation in the electoral process. All this declaring of mascot thing is under the SWEEP project of the Election Commission of India. SWEEP is SVEEP, which is Systematic Voters Education and Electoral Participation. Again, very, very important sub-scheme of Election Commission of India, Systematic Voters Education and Electoral Participation Project. This project was started in 2009, and it is a flagship program of Election Commission of India for voter education. So you may simply get a question that SWEEP is a project of which of these? For example, Reserve Bank of India, Election Commission of India, than some other agencies or ministries of the government. So you should know that it is the Election Commission of India. Next, India's first geological park is going to be built in Jabalpur in Madhya Pradesh. So the approval of this park is given by the Geological Survey of India, or GSI, which is under the Ministry of Mining. And this geological park is going to be built in Lamheta. So Lamheta is that place in Madhya Pradesh where a dinosaur fossil was discovered. So that is why it is prudent and it is important that a geological park be made here. So it is a significant place in the world from the geological point of view, because here a dinosaur fossil was found in 1928 by William Henry Sleeman. And also UNESCO has recognized Lamheta as a geoheritage site. So that's why the Geological Survey of India has chosen Lamheta in Madhya Pradesh as the site for India's first geological park. And once this park is open, it will be a great opportunity for geological, people from geology to study to conduct various studies and awareness tours in this particular place, because there is no such place in India as of now. And finally, North Korea has test fired Hwasong 12 missile. Whenever we say that a missile is a ballistic missile, it simply means that it is initially guided, but later on it falls on its target due to gravitational force. And it is the first nuclear capable missile test fired by North Korea since 2017. So for the last 5 years, North Korea has not fired any nuclear capable missile, but now that it has, it is bound to disturb the regional peace that is there. So it has an estimated range of 4,500 kilometers. So as you can see in this picture here, this is the actual trajectory of the missile. So it went about 2,000 kilometers into space and then came back. So the total horizontal distance it covered was around 800 kilometers. But that was because it cannot fire over any other country. But if it fires, then the force allows it to reach around 5,000 kilometers. Like, it very well covers Japan and Guam Islands within its range. So it can be classified as an ICBM, or intercontinental ballistic missile. Right? So it has an estimated range of 45 to 5,000 kilometers. The string of launches in 2022, because North Korea has been launching a lot of missiles for the last few months. So the problems are going to be there in China, which is going to host Winter Olympics next month. And South Korea is also gearing up for its presidential elections in the month of March. So it is not good for regional peace and stability. And North Korea has always been known to stir up, many problems in the region. So it is not a good sign that North Korea is provoking the Western countries and creating a problem for its regional, countries like China and South Korea. So it has many geopolitical implications. But for now, you need to remember that North Korea has test fired this. The name of the missile is Hwasong 12. It is nuclear capable. Its range is around 4,500 to 5,000 kilometers. And the leader of North Korea is Kim Jong-un. So these are the facts that you need to remember. That is it in today's video. If you want to know more such facts, please do click on the link in the description below. We regularly update our current affairs, and many of our resources are available free of cost on the GK website. You can register there and you can avail all those resources free of cost. Also, give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends so that they can also benefit from the same. That is it for today. This is me, Manish Mittal, on the behalf of HitBullsEye. Thank you so much and take care.